Hello, I'm Neil Blanchard. I'm the Chief Executive at Southdown. I've been doing regular video messages to staff since the start of the pandemic last March, providing regular updates on how the organisation was managing during that period. We're now at the end of July 2021, and this has been quite a transition period, both as a country but also as an organisation, as we learn to live with COVID-19 and make plans for the future. So what I want to do is today just share a few of those ideas of what the priorities are for Southdown. I think the first thing I'd say is that we're starting this from a real point of strength and with confidence that we've managed the last 18 months very successfully. One of the testaments to this was in the last month we've had our Investors in People reassessment. So this is an opportunity to reach out to our 950 staff to get their honest and unfiltered views of how Southdown is doing as an employer. So I'm really pleased to say for the second time in a row we've been able to achieve a coveted Gold Award Investors in People, which goes to a very few number of organisations across the country. And in terms of the feedback that we received, it was really positive and pleasing to hear, in that people were able to provide very honest opinions about how they thought the organisation had been well led, that they'd been communicated with effectively during that period, but more importantly that they felt well supported by their colleagues and managers. So I think that that's been a real success point for Southdown, because actually the feedback from the assessor was that a lot of organisation had slipped back during that year. So where are we going in the next few months and years? So really in terms of some of the key priorities for Southdown, one of those is about our staff, and it's a real area we want to invest in more. So we're going to be doing some work around the feedback we've had from that Investors in People assessment around communication, support for staff, support for managers, but also more importantly about how we actually bring on talent within the organisation and enable people to really flourish in their careers with Southdown. A second area of focus is around our digital strategy, which is to make sure that we have all the tools to make work effective as an organisation. So a lot of the work's happening behind the scenes on that in the moment and will be more released next year. But in the positive state, in the next few months, we are going to be issuing out some investment we've made into new kit, which will enable staff to work as flexibly and agilely as possible in this new era that we're all facing. Another area of focus for us is around our support to our clients. So we're putting some renewed energy and investment into think about what we've learned for that last 18 months and working with clients to work out how best we can support them to meet their needs and aspirations as we work forward. So one of the key things we're doing on that is actually a programme for our mental health and housing support services called the Southdown Way. And finally, I suppose one of the key areas for us is there's going to be quite a lot of change as we go through this sort of recovery period and start to take forward some of our ambitions. So one of the areas we're really going to be doing is to make sure we invest in some additional resources to help us manage that effectively and not put undue pressure on the existing staff who've already got very full jobs. So finally, I suppose the thing for me is that we're coming out of this period in a really positive place. I have a lot of excitement about what we can all achieve together, and I'd just like to thank you for everything you've done over that last 18 months. Thank you.